I fix my eyes on Christ. I fix my eyes on Christ.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Colton's Reviews, where I like to review Bibles, books, and other theology-related things. And today, I finally have a video that is not a Bible in any way, though it does have a lot of Bible in it, or rather in these books. So I wanted to do a quick video that is probably more for a niche audience or niche, however you would say that. And that would be those who are in the Reformed Baptist or particular Baptist camp or persuasion. And that is these books here, which are from a publishing company called Particular Baptist Heritage Books, or PBHB. And this video is not really about one specific book as much as it is just to kind of brag on this company a little bit. They're pretty awesome. And I've really benefited greatly from just having these volumes. Now, it's worth saying that all of these works that are here in print can easily be found for free online or even in applications on your smartphone. But there's something about having a nice bound copy of these confessions, and particularly this catechism, which they have some more catechisms. But what, in my mind, what sets them apart is not just the quality of the books, but also the fact that these are proof text editions that come with either the King James Version, or as you see I have here, the New King James Version, which means all the biblical text to support the catechism answers and the confessional standards are going to be right there for you to see in plain view. So let's just kind of look at a couple of these things, and I'll just kind of show you around what they look like. This is the Baptist Catechism. It's something I actually have been walking through with my children here at home, and teaching them some of the basics of the faith. So you can see this one is, they're all kind of this, I don't know if you'd call it cloth over board. It's kind of what it feels like, cloth over board type material, with a nice gold embossing on there to tell you what it is. And there is the, let's see if I can get it to focus. It's not wanting to focus. There's a logo down there that says PBHB. But yeah, let's just take a quick look. So the outside's a nice cloth material. You can see it does come with a ribbon, and it's a nice double-sided ribbon. It's pretty lovely. And then when you flip it open, the one thing about these books that I'm not certain of is whether or not they're sewn or glued. This one to me looks sewn, but then these other editions here look like glued binding. I'm not sure. I hope that there's sewing on all of them, but I'm not for certain about that. So there's kind of some information about it. This you can see this is a very grassroots type company. They're doing a great job now. The one thing I will say, if you order from them, is you get these editions in, and the paper has a very unique smell. It's kind of hard to describe, but it's a fresh printed paper smell that's pretty obvious. So there's a publisher's introduction telling you kind of why they're doing things, and I think this is in all of them, I'm not sure. The original statement to the reader from the catechism, and there's like this kind of photocopied look of the original source material. And then you get into the catechism, and you can see for the catechism, there's the format. You have the questions and answers with the full text of the proof text underneath to support. And it's just laid out beautifully. I really like just the overall layout of it all. It's very nice. And then towards the back, you have a scripture index, ISBN number. And I love that they put the ISBN number right here instead of right here. Just saying. So that's the Baptist Catechism. Let's do a quick look at these others. I got them all in different colors so you can see kind of what they look like. Here's the Second London Confession, which is my personal confession. This which all of these I'm down with, but this is kind of the particular Baptist standard here, the Second London Baptist Confession. This one's in a nice like dark blue. I think it said navy on there, and it does look kind of navy. It's also, to my eyes, has a little bit of purpliness to it, so maybe midnight blue type. I don't know. It's very nice. Same idea with the embossing ribbon. But what you can see on here that's a little different is to the binding. You can definitely see some glue in there, whereas with this edition, I don't see any glue. Doesn't mean it's not there. But it appears to me to be a sewn binding on this edition. But with the confession, it doesn't really appear to be the same kind of thing. I could be totally wrong, and I hope I am. If someone from Particular Baptist Heritage Books happens to come across this video, please let us know kind of what's going on there. But yeah, so the Second London Confession here, same idea with these. There's a lot of introductory material. Publisher's introduction, a lot of stuff here. And they also have, again, a kind of photocopied look there of the original. And then you get into the confession itself. And there's Article 1 on Holy Scripture. And you can see all the proof texts that follow. And I just love that, the fact that you have the scriptures that go with it right there next to it. And on down it goes. And the cool thing about these confessions of faith is in the back, they also have some appendices concerning baptism. They have the ancient creeds of the church, like the Apostles and the Nicene, and then a scripture index. So it's just a beautiful edition. It's a great, if you're like me, reading the confessions devotionally, like just as like a supplement to your scripture reading, like you spend your time reading the Word for your daily fuel, if you will, and then you use something like this and just kind of slowly work through it to strengthen your faith, to consider. Quick note, just so you know, though I do hold to this confession, I do not hold it on the same level as Scripture. Scripture is inerrant, inspired, all those good things. Scripture is, as the confession itself will testify, the only rule, the number one, the standard rule for faith and practice. And the goal of confessions is to put what Scripture says into a format that we can distill down easily for us to say, yes, this is what I believe. So there's the Second London, and then the First London. And this one's in kind of a gray color. I really dig this color, I think, the best. It's really cool. Has a black ribbon. Same idea with this one. I'm not sure if it looks glued to me, not sewn, but I don't know. If you're curious as to why there's a first and a second, and why Particular Baptists tend to lean on the second, it's not because the first one is in any way a bad confession of faith, but rather it's just not as exhaustive. As you can see here, like each little article takes just like one paragraph instead of multiple paragraphs that are in the Second London. There's just a lot more substance to the Second London than there is in the first. But the first one is still a great confession of faith, a great work. And I believe in the back of this one, there's also those appendices, those creeds, and all that. And there's the back. Same deal with these ISBN there. Great idea on that. So yeah, this has just been a quick look at some books that I just really love. If you are like me and you tend to be in that theological camp of being a particular Baptist or Reformed Baptist, as some would say, these are awesome resources. They're beautiful, great to just add to your library. Big fan of them. So, and I love how you have the option of both the King James and the New King James. So you have both a older, more classic translation in the King James and a more modern, updated one in the New King James. Now, both of them are translated from the TR, or the Textus Receptus, but nonetheless, they're there. And a big part of that is the TR translation of the King James is what the particular Baptists had. They had that in like the Geneva Bible and things like that. So it makes sense to use these sorts of translations. Anyway, that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed taking a quick look at these, and I'll catch you in the next one.